What's up, everyone? This is Waylander69420, and this is going to be my WrestleMania 28 preview and predictions video. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through all of the WrestleMania card, tell you who I think is going to win, and why, at least for the most part. There are a couple of matches on here that I don't really have a reason, so I just pick who I like better. I'm not a smart mark. I'm more of a casual fan who's been in it for a long time. And I will just go through and say, what the hell? Let's do it. And I'll have a little fun, at least for me. I hope you guys have fun watching this, but if nothing else, this is fun for me. I don't have a whole lot of viewers right now, and I don't really give a fuck. I want more viewers, but if you don't like me, you're not going to subscribe to me. So, and most people don't like me. That's just the way it's always been. Anyways, on that note, let's go ahead and get started with the dark match. The WWE Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match. The Usos and the team of Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd challenging the champions, Epico and Primo. Who cares? Usos win next. Now we have Kelly and Maria Menounos versus Beth Phoenix and Eve Torres. Again, who gives a fuck? Kelly and Maria Menounos win because Maria Menounos is a celebrity. Next. Now I'm going to talk about Randy Orton versus Kane. I know there are a lot of people who will watch this video who do care about this match. I don't. I hate Randy Orton. I hate everything about Randy Orton. Watch my top 5 most hated wrestlers of all time video, and you'll see why I hate Randy Orton so much. On that note, I will pick Kane, just because I want to see Randy Orton get his ass kicked all up and down Miami. Next, we're going to talk about a match I actually do have a little bit of interest in seeing, and a match I think could be the sleeper of the night. The Big Show versus Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship. The Big Show, I think, will win this match, mainly because I think the WWE owes it to the Big Show to give him a singles match, or a singles victory at WrestleMania. In non-tag team matches at WrestleMania, non-2-on-2 or more tag team matches, the Big Show is 0-8. Now, one of those losses wasn't a handicap match where he was teaming with the A-Train against The Undertaker. But it's The Undertaker, so you can forgive that one. But, I mean, the Big Show's lost to guys like Aki Bono, a sumo wrestler. Like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, who he should break in half with one hand. I mean, come the fuck on. So, they owe it to the Big Show to give him a singles win at WrestleMania. And the Big Show can complete his championship resume with a victory in this match. The Intercontinental Championship is the only championship that has eluded the Big Show over his career. Big Show's a former WWE Champion, WCW Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, ECW Champion, Hardcore Champion, Tag Team Champion, European Champion. I mean, he's held literally every other belt in either WCW or the WWE other than the Intercontinental Championship. You know, you complete the Big Show's championship resume. He'd have a championship resume in terms of number of different belts hold that would make Shawn Michaels jealous if you could win that Intercontinental title. So, I say give it to Big Show. You can launch Cody Rhodes into the main event scene. Have him, I'll talk about, possibilities for Cody Rhodes at a later date. But so I say give it to Big Show. You can launch Cody Rhodes into the main event scene, have him maybe get into the world title picture, but you can't really do that with the Intercontinental title around him, which is why you put that belt on the Big Show. Next up is another match I really, quite frankly, don't care too much about. I do a little bit, but I mean, not much. Team Teddy versus Team Johnny. Team Teddy consists of the United States Champion Santino Marella, Zack Ryder, Kofi Kingston, R-Truth, The Great Khali, and Booker T. Team Johnny consists of David, I live off the coattails of my girlfriend Otunga, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, Mark Henry, Zack Swagger, Swagger, I suck, Swagger, and Drew McIntyre. First off, I can say, why the fuck is Drew McIntyre in this match? I mean, really? What the fuck is he doing in this match? I mean, I guess he's an injury replacement for Christian. Who cares? Drew McIntyre just, I don't really give a shit about. I really don't. If you look at the two rosters for this tag team match, though, Team Johnny should win. I mean, you've got former world champions in Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, technically, Jack Swagger, and The Miz. All are former world champions. On the other side, the only guy you've got two guys there that are former world champions, and one of them's not even an active wrestler anymore in Booker T. The other one's the Great Khali. The only world champions you've got on that team. And so it looks like it's set up for Team Johnny to win. I'm going to go a little bit against the grain here. I'm going to say Team Teddy wins. Only because I really despise John Laurinaitis. I don't like his character. I don't like his voice. And I just think he's a tool who's been living off the coattails of his older brother, Road Warrior Animal, for a long, long time. And now he lives off the coattails of his nephew, St. Louis Rams linebacker, James Laurinaitis. So, yeah, basically, fuck John Laurinaitis. I want Team Teddy to win, but I'm going to be honest, I think Team Johnny's going to win. Fuck John Laurinaitis. And now that we've gotten through a lot of the bullshit, now we get to the matches that actually matter, for the most part. First up in this section of this review is going to be the World Heavyweight Championship match between Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. Now, Daniel Bryan has been a joke of a world champion as a heel. He really has been. He's just not very good at it. Oh, I'm a role model. Oh, I'm a vegan. Oh, you fucking suck. Shut the fuck up. And yes, I realize that's going to piss off a lot of internet fans. I don't care. I don't like Daniel Bryan. Fuck Daniel Bryan. I think Sheamus is going to win this match. Not only because I don't like Daniel Bryan, and I do like Sheamus. But I think Sheamus almost has to win this match. If for nothing else, then he won the fucking Royal Rumble, for God's sakes. And 4 years in a row, with 4 guys you consider to be top guys, although I think Alberto Del Rio is more of a dick sucker than a top guy, they didn't do it. I mean, you can't go 5 years in a row without having the Royal Rumble winner win at WrestleMania. You just can't. So Sheamus almost has to win this match. I do think they will get that done. I do think Sheamus will win this match. And I expect it to be a very good match, though. I expect it to be very entertaining, if nothing else. And now we'll get to the WWE Championship match. The match I'm going to call right now will be Match of the Night. Chris Jericho challenging CM Punk. Now, I won't bitch and moan about this match unless it sucks. Because I don't really care who wins. Maybe because I think CM Punk is very good. I think Chris Jericho is very good. And I like both of these guys. I think CM Punk is going to win, and I do think they will carry this feud on. And I think they need to because it's been a very interesting feud, at least to me. So, but I won't complain if Jericho wins and they carry this feud on for another couple of months after that. I mean, say they have an Extreme Rules match at Extreme Rules and Jericho retains there. And then Punk takes the title back at the May pay-per-view, which God only knows at this point what they're going to call it. So, we'll have to see on that front. But I would like to see either... I really don't care who wins this match. I think CM Punk will, though. Just out of... If I'm taking a guess, and that's all it is with this one is a guess, I'll take CM Punk. Next, we get to the the Hell in the Cell match between Triple H and The Undertaker with Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee. This match should be fun to watch. If Punk and Jericho isn't match of the night, this will be, in my opinion. I gotta think, even if they're gonna get fined, because they got fined last year, I think there's gonna be blood in this match. I think somebody's getting their head split open. I won't guess to who, but I think one of them at least, if not both of them, are getting their heads split open. I think it's gonna be a really good, fun, entertaining match. A lot of beating the shit out of each other. And to be honest, I think Shawn Michaels will be the X Factor. I really do. And I think Shawn Michaels is going to super kick Triple H, and The Undertaker will go to 20-0. And they'll set up an epic, or what they hope will be an epic, Shawn Michaels Triple H match at WrestleMania 29. But, as I said, I will take The Undertaker to move to 20-0 in what should be, if nothing else, a good old-fashioned brawl. And then we get to the main event. This is the main event of the show, whether it goes on last or not, and it probably will. But this is the main event of the show. It's what WrestleMania has been built around for 13 months now. John Cena versus The Rock. Well, this is kind of a tough match to call. I mean, I hate John Cena with a passion. I just absolutely despise John Cena. He's on, again, that top 5 most hated wrestlers of all time for me. Cena's on that list too. And I just can't stand him. And I love The Rock. So as a fan, I want to see The Rock win. And honestly, looking at it from an objective standpoint, I think The Rock will win. Let's be honest, The Rock's got quite an ego on him, and I don't think he wants to come back and do a job to John Cena. Now, again, the only way I could see Cena winning this match is if he turns heel and cheats to win, and then maybe you get a rematch at, say, SummerSlam with The Rock getting his vengeance on Cena then. But that's the only way I can see you justifying having John Cena win this match. It's not going to have any long-term benefit for either one. It really won't. Cena, if he turns heel and wins this match, then it could have a little bit of a long-time effect, even though Cena gets booed out of just about every building he goes into anyway. But, it would give Cena something to talk about. Hey, look at the list of guys I've beaten at WrestleMania. The Big Show, JBL, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Batista. Edge, The Big Show again. And now I've added The Rock to that list. They could do that, and it could be interesting. But other than that, I just don't see how you can have Cena win this match. And I don't think the WWE has the balls to turn Cena heel. So I'm going to take The Rock. Now, quick recap here. I have the Usos winning the WWE Tag Team titles. Kelly Kelly and Maria Menounos beating Beth Phoenix and Eve Torres. Kane beating Randy Orton. Team Teddy beating Team Johnny, even though honestly I think Team Johnny is going to win. But I'm rooting for Team Teddy, so I'm going to pick Team Teddy. Daniel Bryan losing the world title to Sheamus. CM Punk retaining the WWE title against Chris Jericho. The Big Show defeating Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental title. Excuse me. The Undertaker running the streak to 20-0 thanks to Shawn Michaels. And The Rock beating John Cena. Now that'll do it for this video. The next thing you can expect out of me is going to be a 3-part video series I will do chronicling the first round of the NFL Draft. I will do a preview and predictions on that. And that's the next time you'll see me. So this is Waylanator69420 signing off. Stay classy, bitches.